Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. And today I'm reviewing the new cigar from Espinosa Cigars. This is the Las Six Provincias LHB. Now, this is a beautiful cigar. Box press, sharp box press. You can easily see it in the light there. Look at that edge. Dense feeling. Speaking of that, there is your density. Just a beautiful cigar. Even the band, which you cannot smoke, is just gorgeous. Little blue ribbon at the foot. Comes in one size only, 6x54, $16.50 retail price. Boxes of 20 and boxes of 10 are available. The 20 count box is a real ornate flip top box. Very nice looking. This is made by AJ Fernandez in Nicaragua. It's an Ecuadorian Habano 2000 wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. Earlier this week, someone commented on one of the videos on my YouTube channel that it looks like I'm reading the review, and he calls into question the authenticity of the review. If you've ever watched my reviews, you know I'm reading the description. The review is by me. I don't write the description. I get that from other sources. Okay, I know you knew that, but I wanted to throw that out there. This cigar has a very nice weight in the hand. I just love the way it looks, and let's get right to it. The new Espinosa Las Six Provincias LHB. Now, this cigar is the first of 6 limited editions that Espinosa will call their reminiscent tribute to Cuba before the post-revolution decline. Each of the lines will pay tribute to Cuba's 6 original provinces, with La Habana being the first. And here we are. All right, let's remove this. And in this case, it comes off extremely easy. The cigar has been sitting in my humidor for several weeks, and it simply slides right off the little blue ribbon. We don't need that. The cigar plays off bigger than 54. I mean, look at it. I'm very familiar with 54 ring gauge. It's actually my favorite ring gauge. This plays off bigger. Such a nice, sharp box press. Really nice. Good draw. Very good draw. The cold draw was very sweet. The tobacco is very sweet. Will that translate? Let's see. Very good starting flavors. A very sweet, distinctively prominent sweet pink grapefruit. Definitely pink grapefruit with a lot of sweetness from brown sugar and cinnamon. There are leather notes that are not intrusive. It's a nice, clean, new leather. There are nutmeg notes that are also not intrusive, very inclusive, and a nice light black coffee base. Black pepper at a 7, average amount. But the key to the beginning flavors is the very sweet pink grapefruit and the surrounding brown sugar and cinnamon. The leather and nutmeg just accentuate the flavors. It brings it into balance. And the coffee is there just to give it a base. Very good start. Where do we go from here? Well, I'm at the first third, and the flavors are like I described. Only the percentages now are a little different as far as the intensity of each flavor. The sweet pink grapefruit is a little lower on the scale. Cinnamon, brown sugar, both all those are a little lower on the scale weight wise, and the leather is a little more elevated along with the nutmeg. The coffee is rising, so the sweet flavors are probably at a 45% level and a 55% level on the leather, nutmeg, and coffee. Doesn't hurt the cigar. It gives it more of a feeling of power now. It's a faux feeling because uh, flavors don't give it power, but it tastes a little more full bodied. Strength wise, I would say is probably medium to full. The finish is sort of a nutmeg cream combination with just a touch of brown sugar, but not enough to give it sweetness. It just gives it a little darker flavor and a modest amount of lingering black pepper. But the front end flavors are really good. They're right in my line, right in my alley as far as what I like. Um, so if your taste line up with mine on a lot of my reviews, then you're going to like this cigar. Not inexpensive as you saw, but still pretty good. I like this first third a lot. I'm rating it a 94. To start out the game, we're going with a 94. Now, where we go from here, but that's our starting point. Second third in the books. And it's burning pretty evenly. The brown sugar has risen. It's cloaking the pink grapefruit so that it's not so obvious now. The cinnamon is still there. The nutmeg and leather are a little more elevated. Not so much more than the previous segment, but the brown sugar is cloaking the pink grapefruit so that it's there, but it's not as abundantly obvious as it was. Coffee is unchanged at the base. There's much more lingering black pepper now. There's a little more citrusy flavor on the finish also. The cigar is full bodied. Only because the sweetness is just slightly decreased. Even though the brown sugar was elevated, the pink grapefruit is decreased. I'm going to lower the score to 93, but that's not much of a change in my opinion of the cigar because it's still so good. It's just that fact that it happened and I have to change the score. So what will the final third bring? Because that's going to be our rating decider. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. The nutmeg notes became more and more elevated, causing the pink grapefruit to just taste like a generic citrus. It muffled a little bit of the brown sugar, but the cinnamon still came through. The leather was light, and the coffee was manageable. It's a nice base, very full-bodied. Finish is unchanged. You know my thoughts on nutmeg. I love it in the proper amounts, and this got a little out of that range, and it caused the score to drop to a 92. You still got the main flavors and the main idea of the cigar, but it muffled a little bit too much of the sweeter flavors. I will caution you this is if you go just any too fast smoking this cigar, it will become very nutmeg-ish and wash out the flavor. So go slow, as you should with any cigar. But when you do go slow, you get the very best flavors. And even at that rate, the nutmeg in the final third was a little elevated. The final score, though, is a 93, and I believe this cigar is every bit of a 93 overall. So there you have it. The Espinosa Las Provincias LHB 93.